Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Untitled Mall Series. Let's take a peek inside part 2 of the Charlestowne Mall in St. Charles, Illinois.
In the past decade, several factors have led to the decline of this once shining beacon of suburban shopping. The opening of the premium outlets in Aurora and the Geneva Commons in the early 2000s has made closer options for the shopping masses. Also, with the withdrawal of Kohl's this past June, it seemed like the Charlestown Mall may never recover.
This is the second video of the Charlestowne Mall series. The first time filming was in 2017 when I first filmed from the inside. Unfortunately, the mall is completely closed at this point. The fitness center and the variety of game studios are all gone. On April 18, 2018, Bonton Stores announced closure of the Carsons, also known as Carson Pirie Scott. The only businesses left is the Von Maur and the Classic Cinemas, Charlestown 18, which they both have to be accessed from the exterior. Here we're entering the second-story food court. There used to be a large carousel as a center focal point of the space. It closed in May of 2015. There are absolutely no restaurants open at all, as you can see. It's interesting to note, when I looked at the mall map at the beginning, the only food option mentioned was a gumball machine on the first floor. The mall has a relatively recent history in relative to other malls. It opened in 1991 under the owners Wilmerite Properties with 120 stores and services. For most of the 1990s into 2000s, the mall was seen as a shopping hub for the upper northwest side of the Chicago Metro. Take a look at some of the empty restaurant fronts. It's sad to see all of them closed. They all left, but left all their signages behind. A lot of people wonder why the Charlestown Mall failed in comparison to the other malls in Chicago. There are several theories, but a couple of main ones is the opening of the Geneva Commons in Geneva, Illinois, 6 miles away, an upscale outdoor mall that opened in 2002 with 80 stores and restaurants. Another theory was the opening of the Chicago Premium Outlets in Aurora. Rewind back to 2014. On November of that year, the Krauts companies acquired the mall property. Despite the decline of the mall, the new owners planned on demolishing the Sears wing and remodeled the interior and exterior of the mall. What inspired the developers for the Quad name revolved around trying to bring to the mall through features like an outdoor patio dining and exterior merchandise retailers that will also be a welcoming center with a fireplace as the key attraction for families and shoppers to gather. The existing abundant natural light will be retained in the new environment, says Krauts Executive Vice President J.E. Krinsman. Construction was expected to start in April 2014 and be completed by fall of 2015. The mall's famous 2-level Italian carousel was also put up for sale due to there being no room for it in the mall's new floor plan. As of April 2014, the only true tenant left in the mall was LensCrafters. LensCrafters and the anchor stores and the movie theater plan to stay open during construction. Here we see a little children's play area. A groundbreaking ceremony was held in August 2014, and mass earthworks was in process at the site preparing for the redevelopment of the mall main buildings. Updating the City Council in April 2015, representatives of Krauts shared that the project was proceeding with a grand reopening contemplated for 2016. At the end of May 2015, the carousel was disassembled. On March 16th of 2016, it was announced that Kohl's would be closing as part of the plan to close 18 stores nationwide, and that store closed on June 25th of 2016. In early 2017, the Classic Cinemas received a new exterior entrance. Cooper's Hawk Winery restaurants opened outside of the mall on May 15, 2017. Unfortunately, the original plan for redevelopment was canceled in 2017. It was more known as a false start for many people. My favorite part of the mall was walking around the first level. If you take notice of the vast amount of trees around the property, it almost feels like a rainforest in my opinion, with the skylights highlighting this, letting the amount of sunlight in. So fast forward to 2020, and where does this leave us as in the redevelopment for the Krauts company? It's apparent that the whole mall will be demolished, leaving only the Classic Cinemas and the Von Maur. That's if the Von Maur stays open. As we continue to walk, note the amount of light overcasting the interior, and we'll also take a peek inside a closed department store. Hope you enjoyed the second tour of the Charlestowne Mall. It's very depressing knowing the 2017 redevelopment plan fall through. Please subscribe if you like what you see, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks, guys.